TPMS sensors are not the only component of TPMS service that create opportunity for your business. The Rubber Manufacturers Association, as well as vehicle manufacturers, recommend the valve stem or valve stem components be replaced every time a tire is serviced or removed from the rim. This simple procedure will ensure proper fitment and extend the life of the sensor and valve. There are two main types of service packs, one for the snap-in sensors and one for the clamp-in. The replacement snap-in style rubber TPMS valve assembly is the most popular type of replacement TPMS valve on the market. The rubber valve stem is very similar to the valves used on vehicles before TPMS, but since they need to be attached to a sensor, the removal and installation of the valves are much different than a non-TPMS rubber stem. There are a few different types of screws used to attach the valve to the sensor. When installing a snap-in TPMS valve, pay special attention to line up the shape of the bottom of the valve to the base of the sensor for proper fitment. Myers offers a full line of valves to support different applications. This video shows the procedure for the Torx bit style screw. To service a vehicle equipped with a rubber snap-in TPMS valve, start by removing the old valve from the wheel. Use the proper Torx bit to remove the sensor from the bottom of the valve. Once the sensor is loose from the valve, use a snap-in valve removal tool to remove the valve from the wheel. Discard the old valve, screw, and cap. From our website, you are able to select the replacement rubber valve based on the make, model, and year of the vehicle being serviced. Note the torque specifications indicated on the packaging for the new valve. Screw the threads of the valve onto a valve installation tool. This will keep the valve from spinning when installing the screw. Attach the sensor onto the bottom of the valve. Use an inch-pound torque wrench to tighten the screw to the recommended torque indicated on the bag or from the Myers website. If the valve core is already installed in the valve, it is already tightened to the manufacturer's recommended torque and does not need to be retorqued. If the valve core is not installed, use the valve core as provided in the kit and torque it to the proper specification. Inspect the valve hole for dirt and corrosion and clean if necessary. Install the new valve and sensor into the wheel using a valve installation tool to pull the valve through the wheel. Use tire lube or soapy water to lubricate the valve for easier installation. Install the new TPMS-compatible sealing valve cap finger tight. Using a non-compatible valve cap or valve core can cause galvanic corrosion and lead to premature failure of the TPMS assembly. We will now go through the steps of removing and installing a one-piece clamp-in style TPMS valve assembly. Start by removing the valve cap and the valve core. Use either an 11 or 12 mm socket to remove the nut, allowing the valve to be removed from the wheel. Remove the old grommet using the grommet removal tool. Dispose of all parts. From our website, you are able to select the replacement clamp-in valve based on the make, model, and year of the vehicle being serviced. Note the nut and core torque indicated on the packaging. Insert the new grommet and push it down to the base of the valve using the grommet insert and removal tool. Inspect the valve hole for dirt or corrosion and clean if necessary. Insert the valve through the rim hole and insert the valve holding pin into the base of the valve to keep the valve from turning during installation. Install the nut with the T-handle, then tighten the nut to the specified torque using an inch-pound torque wrench. Insert the new electroless nickel valve core and torque it to specifications using a valve core torque tool. Install the new TPMS-compatible sealing valve cap finger tight. Using a non-compatible valve cap or valve core can cause galvanic corrosion and lead to premature failure of the TPMS assembly. Performing these simple procedures will ensure the TPMS service system in your customer's vehicle will operate as intended by the OEM.